much for tuning in. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe down below, leave a comment, and maybe even a like. All right, so for today, I'm going to discuss what I did to get my baby to sleep through the night by 2 months old, and what I did for sleep training, some tips and tricks. Maybe you guys could benefit from it. So what I did, first things first, I am a new mom. So I had to use, my resources. I went on Google. I Googled how to sleep train. I went on YouTube. I checked on how to sleep train. I asked my friend. She has a son who's 2 months older, maybe 1 or 2 months older than Ezra. So I asked her, I said, hey, what did you do to sleep train your son? The routine, what did you do? And she told me. And then my sisters, I asked them, I said, what did you guys do to, sleep train the girls? And they gave me lots of tips, and it really did help a lot. So getting, that feedback, just getting that, advice from other moms really does help, doing your research, like I mentioned, going on the internet. So that's what I did. So first things first, when I started out sleep training, I made sure, I got my son used to knowing, when it's daytime and when it's nighttime. When it's bedtime, I got him used to all that. So that's what I did. Make sure they know the difference between daytime and nighttime. So I use the swing to put him to sleep in the living room with me during the day. So I'd use the swing. I got it from Target. It's a swing that goes back and forth. It's a swing / bassinet. It goes back and forth. It plays lullabies. So during the day, his naps would be on that swing. So yeah, I'll do that. He'll be with me in the living room. And then at nighttime, I made sure that when it was dark out, I had put him in the room. So at this point, he was still, waking up 2 to 3 hours a day. He was almost 2 months old, 2 to 3 hours a day. And then by around, I think it was 8 or 9 o'clock, I had him in the crib. So sometimes he would get a little, he cry a little bit, and then he'll stop for a few seconds. And then he'll stay awake, look around, and then close his eyes and go to sleep. So he was actually a good sleeper from the beginning, which is great. So it was a little hard in the beginning, but now it started to get easier as the months went by. So he'll be in the room, and sometimes, they're still so tiny, you could, just rock them. If they have to be rocked, or you want to carry them, carry them. If they go to sleep on you, then just put them down in the crib. Or if you use a bassinet at night, use either or. I personally use the crib to put him to sleep at nighttime, so he would close his eyes, go to sleep. So he was almost 2 months. So at this point, we already got rid of the 12 a.m. bottle. So we got rid of that bottle. And then I think he was a week away from 2 months. He let go of the 3 o'clock bottle. And then when he was 2 months, he went to sleep from 8 p.m. to 5:30 in the morning. So that's it, 5:30, he was up the next day. So, to get them to sleep that period of time, I did a routine. So routine is very important as well. If you want to start sleep training, make sure that you put them on a routine so that when you do go back to work, you have that, you already have that set. So his last nap usually would be 5:30, or the last time he always would wake up at 5:30. So I'd try to keep him up from 5:30 to 8. But if he's tired, I'd put him to sleep earlier. That's completely fine. I'll put him to sleep at 7, maybe even 6:30. So I'll do either or. But then, yeah, so I usually would put him to sleep at 7 actually, because he would be exhausted. So I'll put him to sleep. Then as the weeks went by, he started, staying up from 5:30 to 8 o'clock. So 5:30 to 8 o'clock, I would, play with him. I would put him on the play mat. I would do some tummy time. You could also use a boppy for tummy time. Personally, he liked to be on his stomach completely. It's on the floor, so I did that. But a boppy does work too. So I used a boppy for tummy time. I did the play mat. I did lots of things with him. 7 o'clock was his bath time. It's still his bath time. Every day at 7 o'clock before he goes to sleep, I always take him a bath. There's his bath time. And then 7:15, I would give him a bottle, or 7:15, 7:30, give him a bottle. So it'll be a little more than his daytime bottle. So I'll give him an ounce more, maybe an ounce and a half more. So that would be his last bottle for the next day. So I think he was about almost 4 months at this point. Almost 4 months at this point. So he actually started sleeping from 8 to 6:30 in the morning. So he let go of that 5:30 and then he slept longer, so 6:30. So 8 o'clock to 6:30. It was actually really great. By 4 months, he started sleeping until 7:30 in the morning. So 8 o'clock p.m. the day before, 7:30 in the morning, he'd wake up the next day in the morning. And yeah, he'll wake up at 7:30, and he's 6 months. He just turned 6 months, and he still wakes up at 7:30. Sometimes if he goes to sleep late, around like 9 o'clock or so, or 10, he'll wake up around 8:30. One time he woke up at 9, so you know it's different, but usually 7:30 is his wake up time. That's when he wakes up. And yeah, so that's the time he wakes up, and then he goes back to sleep around, it's 8 o'clock. Yeah, around 8 o'clock, 8:15, and then he'll wake up at 10:30, 11 o'clock. But yeah, so usually when you put them to sleep at night, just try not to get them used to wanting to be held to go to sleep, because then they're gonna want to depend on you to go to sleep. They're gonna cry and cry for you, want you to put them to sleep. So up to like 3 months, I kept rocking him to sleep, and then he got used to not wanting to be rocked. Now he sleeps on his own in his crib. Like, I'll leave him there, he'll probably go like make a little bit of noise, but he'll go to sleep by himself completely. So yeah, that's what I did personally, what helped us, you know, sleep train him. You know, now he sleeps through the night, which is great. He's actually teething right now, so he does wake up sometimes in the middle of the night. He does wake up and cry, but I usually rub his head, or I like sing a song, and he'll go right back to sleep. Or sometimes I hold him, even if it's for a few seconds, I hold him, you know, and I rock him back and forth, and I put him back down, and he looks around a little bit, then he goes to sleep on his own. So maybe they just need that comfort sometimes. You know, he is teething, so I am like, you know, rocking him a lot, but they do need that because they do have that pain. But yeah, so that's what I did to sleep train my son by 2 months old. I hope this helped you guys. I hope you can take this advice, maybe try it out and see if it would work for you. Please comment down below if you do try this out, and if it is successful, please comment down below and let me know. If you have any questions, also comment down below. And also, again, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. So much more video content coming for you guys. So I really do appreciate you guys tuning in today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.